Good evening. I'm Matthew Epps, and I have the pleasure of discussing the structural frame and how it was well represented in our observation of the Walker County Chamber of Commerce meeting. I hope that you will gain some insight on how this particular frame was evident in the meeting that me and my colleagues observed. When I think of the structural frame, I first notice the word structure, and which leads me to think of foundation. Dictionary.com defines foundation as the basis of the groundwork of anything. Think of a house. As you can see, a house is built with the foundation first to withstand weather and natural disasters. In the same way, an organization must be built with the same framework. Foundationally, an organization must have a well-defined mission, core values, and achievable goals to be successful. The groundwork of a well-defined mission allows organizations to focus on the primary reasons why they operate. The Walker County Chamber of Commerce mission statement states, the Chamber of Commerce of Walker County is organized for the purpose of advancing commercial, industrial, and civic interests of Walker County and to create a better quality of life for our citizens. I am now going to take you to a portion of our meeting that we observed. Please witness how structurally the meeting was commenced and continued.
2015 Chamber of Commerce. At this time, please give we'll have Linnell to offer prayer for us.
Our most gracious Heavenly Father, we just thank you for your many blessings. We thank you for this meeting with you and it's giving your time to serve this community. We ask you to bless them. We ask you to bless the community, lead us and guide us, and let us make decisions that will benefit our whole county and our state. In Jesus' name.
Amen. I'd like to thank everybody that's on board here. And instead of me introducing each one of you, can we just go around the room, introduce yourself and who you're with.
I'm Susan McKinney. I am past chamber chair. I'm happy to hand it off to Mr. Greg here.
Structure and different structures of organizations, and one of the projects is to observe an organization and how the structure forms in particular meetings and then report our findings.
Okay, approve the finances, Mr. Lewis.
All right, there are two financials in your binder book. If you know, we did not meet in December, so we couldn't approve November's financials. They're in your packet or in your binders. Look them over. I think everything's pretty self, and we'll approve that next month.
You'll get approval of the finance. Motion on it, please. Have a motion. Second. Thank you. Walker Wilson's not here, Linda.
All right, y'all, there is a lot of things happening in retail.
I want to let you know how much I support him, that he will keep us going, because we are a machine and we're bigger than any one person.
And Mark is a great person.
Mark's a great guy.
Had the opportunity to meet him.
Thank you for letting me do that.
Yeah, thanks.
Suggest, Linnell, that you might look at a different site in Jasper, like Dole Airport or something, because I personally feel that's too far away for the average people to go hang out.
I offered that,
Yeah.
and Susan, they don't
want it.
As you can see, Greg Williams presided the meeting along with Chamber President Linda Lewis. Evident from the agenda, there was a prayer, a welcome for new board members and guests, approval of minutes and financials, Walker County reports, and a general report to conduct the meeting. According to Bowman and Deal, the structural frame has these assumptions. An organization exists primarily to accomplish established goals. For any organization, a structural form can be designed and implemented to fit its particular set of circumstances, such as goals, strategies, environment, technology, and people. Organizations work most effectively when environment, turbulence, and personal preference are constrained by norms of rationality. Structure ensures that people focus on getting the job done rather than on doing whatever they please. Specialization permits high levels of individual expertise and performance. Coordination and control are essential to effectiveness. Depending on the task and environment, coordination may be achieved through authority, rules, policies, standard operating procedures, information systems, meetings, lateral relationships, or a variety of more informal techniques. The Walker Chamber of Commerce is able to function successfully because of their constitution, which they have 6 primary articles that they use. Article 1 is name. Article 2 is object. Article 3 is membership. Article 4 is government, Article 5 is meetings, and Article 6 is amendments. The structural framework is the roles of the people within the organization, the physical space, the policies, and how the organization responds to outside pressures. The Walker Chamber of Commerce bylaws consist of membership, board of directors, officers, committees, elections, executive committee, meetings, fiscal year, amendments, and general.
For a one-year term only. So you've got your elected and you've got your chair people that will appoint up to 5. So we can have a lot of people on the board, which is good and bad. Yeah, yeah. I really appreciate all their insight, because in the past, where I've had wonderful chair people, a lot of times they'll stray in different directions. They'll be passionate about something, which is fine. You know, we can work on those things that they're passionate about. But a lot of times they will stray from the mission and vision, and you've got to bring them back to the fold. And by having a 5-year plan, it keeps everybody on the same page.
Focus on the goal.
Correct. So, in your packet of information, you have our 5-year plan with 4 initiatives. And when I say 5, you've always got to work through the politics. And it is what it is. And a lot of times, you know, cities don't want to work with counties. County doesn't want to work with the city. The city doesn't want to work with the chamber. The development authority doesn't want to work with this. But we found out if you want it to work, you have to have partnerships. One thing at the chamber that I think is why our chamber is so strong, I firmly believe in partnerships, and I will partner with anybody. You see our staff is heavy.
Finally, the structure of the organization is only as strong as the people who make up that organization, for they are the ones who react, adapt, and restructure to meet the demands of the goals of the organization. I really hope that this information was helpful and that each of you were able to see the structural frame and work with the Walker Chamber of Commerce.